Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Giants. Smith on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up second down. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one. And Travis Kelce. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. Caught, Kelce, left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. The 6'5" Kelce led the Chiefs in Week 9 with 58 yards, 5 catches, but lost his cool a little bit, got ejected from the game.
He's a big part of their offense and very passionate about what he does, and he disagreed vehemently with the call and ended up paying the price for it. But we'll see Travis Kelce bounce back in a big way going forward because they've got to have him on the field. The things he can do, they can wreck a defense.
They give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
They come out here in the eye. Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Speaking of Jennings, he and Paul Perkins each got 11 carries, neither with much success against Philadelphia, but a little bit of a tandem going on right now in the Giants' backfield.
Typical NFL backfield, division of labor, share the load. But I would suggest that with Paul Perkins, more touches. He's one of those high-volume guys that as the game goes on, he gets better and better. By the 4th quarter, he tends to break out.
They run again with Jennings. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Jennings, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here we go now with a look at the offensive starters for the New York Football Giants.
And Rashad Jennings, a running back, 7th-round pick when he came out. People tended to overlook him a little bit. But the last half of 2015, when he got the ball full-time, he showed his wares. Over 800 yards, he definitely has a 1,000-yard season in his future.
Caught on the right side by Adams. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Eric Berry's the textbook definition of ball-hawking safety. You name it, he can do it on the football field.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Larry Donnell, the one he was trying to get it to. And that brings up 4th down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Oh, goal missed it. It's no good. Wide to the left, off the mark, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
As Kansas City comes back onto the field, one of those pieces is Niall Davis. And what an interesting saga it's been for Mr. Davis, Mr. Davis.
That it has, and it's hard to believe in some ways because we go back to the playoffs last year against Houston. Wasn't that Niall Davis running back a kickoff for a touchdown in a playoff game? And now this season with Kansas City, traded to Green Bay, plays in a couple of games for the Packers, not big in the numbers category. In fact, the trade ended up being rescinded because of those numbers. Then he's on to New York for the Jets for, a few hours before they end up signing C.J. Spiller. And now he's back with the Chiefs after some injuries in that backfield.
Hope he packed lightly. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he comes back with one complete. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. So the D-line's going to spread out. Second and 10, Smith again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
And Wilson has it. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And there's a completion to Travis Kelce. I think he's starting to come into his own as a tight end and as a player, and that makes his quarterback, Alex Smith, really happy.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and 10, Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Conley's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating 1st downs and moving the ball downfield.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. That is caught. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On the run, it's Ware. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
To throw on second down is Smith, escaping the press. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's say that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
2 more touchdowns in Week 9 for Beckham, now 5 on the season. Not huge in the yardage department, 46 yards, but, man, he's productive.
When you get into the end zone twice, people aren't too worried about the number of yards it took to get there, and he can go from any distance, as we're well aware. But Odell Beckham Jr. just changes everyone's defense and should open things up for his teammates.
Well, it opened things up for Shepard. The rookie had his 3rd touchdown catch of his young career. On 1st and 10, here's Manning, eluding the pressure right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. It's a pickup of 19. And the Giants are going to get a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Well, that's the kick starter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
Into the red zone now, Manning. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Again, they'll throw with Manning. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Manning to throw once more. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. It's Hill, complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. On 1st and 10, Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to bury him for a loss of 11. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Deep drop. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Smith on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down Giants. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. To Shepard, complete over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On 2nd down, here's Manning. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Zebra.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They go back to the air here after the INT. They'll rifle this one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 31 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, Smith. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. One final try now for Manning. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction. We can talk about rookie quarterbacks and mistakes they make, but an 11-11 record and 24 touchdowns, 7 interceptions going into this weekend's games, that wasn't too bad.
Not bad at all. And understandably, a lot of people talking about Prescott and Wentz, but you say Cody Kessler deserves a little love.
I think so. He made his 6th start against Dallas, threw a touchdown pass, and continues to be accurate and tough in the pocket. Carson Wentz, I think, is still playing well, despite the fact the team's hit a little bit of a losing skid. But Dak Prescott threw 3 touchdown passes at Green Bay, threw 3 more against Cleveland last weekend.
Defense has to stand tall here, 3rd and 1. They come out here in the I. Toss play to Jennings. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitive.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Larry Donnell from 19 yards away. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Bobby Gold on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, 73 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed, speed, speed. And what does it do?
They killed.
There you go.
Here's Smith. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that
Rashad Jennings, he's all alone. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up for a screen pass, lofted over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. They'll try to run now with Jennings. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Jennings taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job, execute it.
They'll run now with Ware. "23 yards on the play."
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They come out here in the eye. On the ground, this is Ware. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And quickly, they get to the line.
Old school defensive tackle play dictated just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if the guy came near, tackle him. New school?
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They go screen play with Jennings. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Here's Jennings on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route, tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass?
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. In not great starting field position here for the offense. They come out here in the eye. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the 4th quarter tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon. And not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy, but time's starting to become a factor.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Manning to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that'll be good for a Giants first. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20.
Eli to OBJ. What a combo. And really, how do you defend them when they're on their game?
Absolutely, and they're on their game in this one. That's really what this offense is predicated on, isn't it?
It really is. This explosive plays, and it doesn't matter whether Eli throws it 3 yards or 30 yards.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Roger Lewis, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. It's Smith. Hard throw, incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target, and it's 4th down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. He's got time in the pocket, and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Manning. This will be caught inside the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, Clock on their side. Instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Manning to throw on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Here's Manning to throw. And that is incomplete. So how about that one, Charles? We haven't seen that in a while. The illegal forward pass.
The quarterbacks get so much leeway on this play that you're...
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
They'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Macklin. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Foles. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jeremy Macklin, 68 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now it's Jennings. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. 5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. He's back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He'll look to throw. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Macklin. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. 5 wides in the game. 4 of them to the right side. Back to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch.